Hi, hello, welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we were doing some more evolutions and captures for our Pokedex. And today, we are going on another expedition, an unexpected expedition, because I expected that it was one that was not possible here. But it turns out that it is quite possible. So, with that in mind, we're going to head for, I believe, Petalburg. Around Petalburg is the place to look. Now, I've spoken in previous episodes about how I expected that I would be able to capture Surskit because I believe that Surskit was uncatchable outside of outbreaks. But after doing a little bit of research between episodes, it turns out that you can actually capture Surskit on the routes where it is supposed to appear. They don't show up on the map, but it is another 1% encounter rate. Which means that, like our previous hunts for 1 and 2% encounter rates, we're going to have to spend a good deal of time looking around and searching the grass. I believe that, let's see, this route is Route 104. Yes, I believe 104 is one of the routes where Surskit appears. So, what we're going to have to do is spend quite a bit of time on this route searching for Surskit. But hopefully we won't go entirely empty-handed in this quest because naturally I've lined up some more evolutions. Got some more other Pokemon that are just about ready to evolve, so even if we don't manage to capture Surskit in one episode, it will probably take us, I'll probably say, maybe 3 episodes for Surskit, because I feel like I've been kinda lucky with the other 1% encounter rates. So maybe Surskit is going to be the one that gives me the most difficulty in terms of time spent searching. But we do get Cacnea to evolve into Cacturn, one of the most awesome grass-type Pokemon designs in my mind. I definitely wish that it got more tools they could use, and perhaps something like maybe an evolution in a future generation, even though I'm not sure how they could possibly improve on the design for Cacturn. Maybe they could give it a Mega Evolution or something like that. But that goes back to the question. I'm not sure what they could do to improve upon the design, but it definitely needs some improvement in the power department so that it can be more useful. Because I think that Cacturn would be a great Pokemon to use in like competitive VGC settings and such. But it's just not quite there in terms of power and utility, so it generally gets overlooked. It's in a situation much similar to Flygon in that regard. So Psyduck is going to be our next target to evolve while we hunt for Surskit. I think that's, let's see, probably going to take quite a few battles to get Psyduck to evolve. It does have a little bit of a chunk there, probably about, I'm gonna say 5-6 battles or so, something like that. Okay. Psyduck is one of those interesting Pokemon that I think about using, but often don't use because it's overshadowed by other water types. So generally, Psyduck doesn't get much action, even though Psyduck has a great design. It's Masuda's favorite Pokemon, so of course, it shows up quite a lot in most of the games in the series. I think that... I guess it could use something like an evolution or an evolution beyond Golduck. Perhaps. Either way, we have Golduck right now. Another fabulous addition. Now that we have two Pokédex entries lined up, we may as well go look them over. Let's see, we've got our friends Golduck and Cacturne. Cacturne, the Scarecrow Pokemon. After spending thousands of years in harsh deserts, its blood transformed into the same substance as sand. It is nocturnal, so it hunts at night. And Cacturne is one of those Pokemon that has a pretty gruesome entry about packs of Cacturne in the desert stalking human prey that get lost in the desert. Golduck, the duck Pokemon. A Golduck is an adept swimmer. It sometimes joins competitive swimmers in training. It uses psychic powers when its forehead shimmers with light. But it is not a psychic type, which is a misconception about Psyduck and Golduck. They use psychic moves, but they are not a psychic type, which kind of leaves room for creativity with potential evolutions to Golduck, or mega evolutions to Golduck. They could give it the psychic type. Even though water psychic types are kind of one of the more common types. But with Golduck, it's at this point it's sort of expected due to the misconception. It's sort of very similar to the case of Charizard, where people thought because it looks like a dragon, it would be a dragon type. And Game Freak addressed that with the Mega Evolution, giving Charizard the dragon type. So I am always a fan of Pokemon where the looks are deceiving and you can't judge the book by its cover. So I like Pokemon that look like they might be one type but turn out to be not that type, not having that typing. I think it's one of those things that adds variety to Pokemon designs and usability. So I never have issues where there's a Pokemon that I seriously wish was a different type than what is. At least, yeah, there's nothing I can think of. Because generally I'm happy with Pokemon typings as they are, or as they become as new types are introduced. Okay. Now we're going to have Muck, looks like, within the next couple of battles. That's 3 more additions. I believe we are really getting down to the bottom of the barrel. So probably over the next 2 or 3 episodes as well, depending on how much grinding I do between episodes. We'll probably wrap up everything that we can capture inside Emerald without trading to other games, which means we will have to start trading to complete the Ho Index, which is our goal here. Okay, Grimer is evolving into Muck, the fabulous poison type, Poison Sludge. Another one of the great Pokemon designs in my mind. Let's check our Pokedex and see. There we go. Muck, the sludge Pokemon. It prefers warm and humid habitats. In the summertime, the toxic substances in its body intensify, making Muck reek like putrid kitchen garbage. I think that's one of the hazards of raising poison-type Pokemon, is the smell would be atrocious at times, unbearable. Which I suppose is why not everyone can be a Pokemon trainer, let alone trainers of certain types. Much like in real life, not everyone can handle every type of animal and creature in existence. In the same way that not everyone can handle every type of person in existence. Hello. That's a nice rare spawn. I wonder, does Surskit spawn on the same route where Ralts does? I think it's possible that it does. I would have to check to make sure. So, what would be the case there? In terms of finding Surskit and routes in the same place. Ideally, they would be on the same route, but I'm not entirely sure. To check the really low encounter rate. Maybe it's not Route 104 after all. Let's see where Surskit lies. May as well take a moment to make sure we're grinding in the right route. Now that we have gotten through the evolutions in our party right now, can't waste the opportunity. Okay, so with that, we should be on the earliest route. Where Waltz is available is not Route 104, but actually, as I thought, it was Route 102. So here's where we'll spend the rest of our time. Grinding out for this episode. There's low tab, which is a good sign. Not a super rare spawn on this route. Might actually be one of the more common spawns on this route, not sure. Now we see, test our luck and see if we get Surskit. Luck. Shedinja, Cacturn, Golduck. Let's see. We have the Evolution Stones, so that's Delcatty, Wigglytuff, Azumarill is a level up, I believe, but a really low level up, I think level 25 or so. It's a water type that evolves at a pretty low level. And then Azumarill. Let's see, Azumarill. Oh yes, there's Ludicolo. So Azumarill, Ludicolo, Delcatty, Wigglytuff. That's 4. I think we still need to do Claydol. That's 5. Claydol. That's 5. Maybe we're not all the way up at 10. Thought we were around 10, but might not be. I should reference with the Pokédex and what I have in my PC, because I believe I moved most of the things that need to evolve to one box. Which means, since we are getting so close, I'm gonna have to start looking into playing other games. Maybe I will do a playthrough of Ruby. I think that's going to be most efficient for getting things that are uncatchable in Emerald, since I believe Emerald has a lot of the Sapphire Pokemon version exclusives in it. So Ruby should be able to fill in that gap. I would rather do something like a playthrough of Pokemon Coliseum or XD, but my current setup just has no way to effectively record those games, so I am quite limited in that regard, unfortunately. Since XD and Gale of Darkness are such unique games in the series. They are, in a sense, they are the first spin-off games that are Pokemon RPGs, where catching and battling and trading Pokemon is possible, and they are compatible with the main series games of the time, Generation 3. And capture routes just because they are such unique games in the franchise, and so much so they left an impact that people wish they were not remade, but that more spin-offs in that vein would be created. But the sad truth of the modern era is that the majority of Pokemon spin-off games has been relegated to mobile platforms, mobile devices, and some on the Nintendo Switch hardware, which is soon to be the sequel system to the Nintendo Switch. Some on that hardware, and most of the spin-offs have become relegated to mobile games. Which actually could be a discussion all on its own, the value of Pokemon spin-off games and what their value is on the Nintendo hardware versus on platforms like mobile. In my mind, I can see the value of some spin-offs on mobile platforms, but others, no. But we will have to probably save that discussion for another time, because we are at a good time to wrap this video up. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe. I very much enjoy going through your comments and looking at your feedback. Consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon supporters get access to episodes before they show up on YouTube, and you get the added bonus, if altruism is your thing, of knowing that you're helping to support me to continue making content like this. And with that, I will catch you all in the next episode. Take care.